Hi, everyone. I'm Amy, your hidden consumers expert, and I want to talk to you about a few things that are going to be launching between Thanksgiving and the 1st of January. Some of the things you can already register for, but we're going to cover it all. So, everything from a new webinar series I'm starting called What's on Your Table. I'm also launching some products, so we'll talk about that at the end of today. And what else? There's something else. It'll come to me. We'll talk about all the fun stuff today. But today's all about what's happening. So, but we're not talking about actual coaching yet. Those packages I'm still working on, but I wanted to find easy ways to get information to people right away. So to do that, that's where a lot of these things are stemming from. I've also been working with Priscilla at Chase Bank. She is part of the Impactful Business Strategy Group, and I don't know the official name of it. I have to double check on that. But either way, between her and my PR person for the book and my marketing team who helped me actually get the book to print, we've all put together, and I took in some of the things that they learned from the book and what they'd like to see. So that, based on all the questions I get and I've been getting for over a decade, is really where a lot of these things are coming from. But I'm really excited about the launch of the webinar series, the What's on Your Table. Really, for me, it's going to be a way that we can talk about food in different ways. The first one that's coming up in January, and it's slated for January 15th, is going to be decoding labels and ingredients. So when you look at the back of a package, what should you be looking at? What does it tell you that you don't realize it's telling you? What are the different things you can do to read between those ingredient lines? That's where we're starting. Now, with that, I'm not going to do that same thing every single month. Every month is going to have a different theme. I've got about 6 themes picked out right now but I want to do a total of 11. I won't do anything in December, but January through November, I plan on doing a different theme every month. The second theme I'm thinking of is actually more based on our health, and it'd be really focused in on the symptoms we feel with food in regards to like perimenopause, menopause, but also chronic pain. And what people don't realize is there's a lot of overlap in those areas. So there's some really key things that even if you don't have chronic pain, but you're in perimenopause, right? That information you take away is going to be beneficial to you. But those are kind of the directions I'm taking that webinar series. So once I finish getting them planned out, if you're like, ooh, I would love to know more about XYZ in relation to your food, throw it in chat. Let me know. Send me a DM, like at least on LinkedIn. I don't respond a whole lot to, unfortunately, messages on Facebook and Instagram, but I do in LinkedIn. So message me. Let me know what your thoughts are. I am looking for other ideas. I know what I would do things on, but it's nice to hear what other people have issues with, because it might be something that I'm like, oh yeah, I get asked that a lot and I didn't think about it. So feel free to drop me a line. Let me know. But the other thing I'm doing is I'm also launching a series of products. So, and this is really because I have so much information that I need to find ways to share it as often as possible, but quickly, because otherwise it takes time. So my thought was, what can I do to get people information right away? So I opened a store, and I'm going to actually share my screen now and walk you through what the store looks like. The store is on the book website, and it is the products list. Um, so the link is on my screen, and I can actually hide that now. There we go. So what we have here is the store, and it's the product list within the store. You are able to buy my book through me now. I did get that set up and started. What the book is it's not, I just don't want to sell a book. Like, I could sell it to you for like $19.99, but you can do that anywhere. I think if you're going to buy it from me, we need to do something. I need to up the game and make it special. So with that, because of shipping and handling and all the costs that do go into selling a book, I did increase the price, but with it, you're going to get the book. It's going to be signed by me, and there will be a part on the form where you can fill in a message. So if you say, like, put exactly what you want, to so and so, what you would like the message to say, and then I'll sign it. I will also gift wrap it. So let me show you the gift wrap. It's not super fun, but this will be for the first round of gifts. I only have 18 books, and I wanted something simple but still kind of tied back into my company. And navy blue, gold, and white have been my standard company colors, even when I was even under the other my official name, which is AMG Innovative Consultants. So this is it's nice, it's simple wrapping paper, just basic. Um, I'm hoping to get to a point where I can actually create my own wrapping paper or buy something that's super fun around the theme of a book. I found some really cool things I liked, and there's one I really wanted, but it's from the UK, and I don't know if I can get it here. So because I don't think I could get it in time, I went with the navy blue plaid because I needed to make sure I could take care of things. The difference in price, there is a $35 price and there is a $40 price. The difference is how soon do you want the book to go to the person? So when you go through the process of buying the book, it's going to ask you what your billing address is and the shipping address. And the shipping address is obviously who you want it sent to, or we can send it to you and you can hand deliver it perfectly fine. And then there's a message before everything gets taken care of. So the problem is I only have a very few number on hand. I have 18 books on hand left from all the book signings I've done and everything else. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get more books in before Christmas. So 18 books is what I have on hand. When I'm out, unfortunately, I'm out until I can get that next case in. A case is 40 books. So we have to go from there. But that is the difference in pricing. There's no additional taxes when you buy this. I did build that into it already. So taxes and shipping and everything else. So yes, it's a $19.99 price point if you buy the book from certain publishers like Ingram, direct from Ingram Spark, which you can find that on my website as well. Or if you buy direct from my publisher, Broad Book Group, or if you buy from other, Barnes and Noble, Amazon, it's typically around $25. So the book pricing varies based on who you're buying it from. And my price, yes, it's going to be higher than anywhere else, but you're getting my signature in the book. You're getting it signed. It's gift wrapped. And I then include all that shipping and taxes in the final price. So it's all taken care of. But you can still buy my book wherever you want to buy your book. It's there as an option. Okay, so that's the only thing currently available in the store. So let me go back here. The things that are coming, and these, if you are on my newsletter sign up, you will have you'll have these available to you a week before the general public. The pricing on these are going to be $8 a piece. And then there will be a bundle. And this is the starter pack because I have a variety of downloads that are coming over the next year. But this is where we're starting. So this is our starter pack. And when I was creating this, I'm like, what could we use in a starter pack? So the starter pack is going to be your cookbook sampler. This one is the most extensive of what I'm putting together. There are 5 recipes, but it's not just recipes. This is going to be an explanation of what the ingredient list says in the original recipe. I'll tell you where the original recipe comes from, my substitutions, but also the brands I use and why I have to use specific brands. So this is going to be a very in-depth. Most of the recipes will be fairly easy. It's going to be the sourdough bread one because on top of this, I am going to put images for every single step. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. So it's going to be very, very lengthy and extensive. So if you are on the newsletter list, all of these are going to be like $5 a piece or 15 for the full starter kit. Or if you don't want to be on the newsletter list, they're $8 a piece and $30 for the full starter kit. But these recipes alone, I think, are going to be pretty much worth their weight in gold when it comes to all that, just with the amount of time and effort I am putting into it. The other fun thing that we're doing is the tips on food storage. I've been really shocked on all the podcasts I've been in. Everything goes back to, but Amy, fruits and vegetables only last like 2 to 3 days. And most people I've been talking to right now are in Phoenix or somewhere in Arizona where it's much hotter than it is here in Southern California. But there are tips and tricks to make your fruits and vegetables last much longer than 2 to 3 days. And because I'm completely dependent on my farmers markets, I had to pick up what those techniques are very early on. So again, this guide is going to be my tips and tricks, but it's also going to include images of the different steps. And yes, there are going to be some things. It might take longer when you get home. You can't just throw your groceries in the fridge and be done. But there are different things we can do. So I want to make sure that that's available in the starter kit, because if you are starting, if you have the ability to move towards more fresher food, there are some key things you can do from when you purchase it to getting it home to how you manage it at home to make it last longer. The other thing I know that has popped up a lot, and not within the interviewing process, but I have a lot of people who I know who we forget what's in the veggie drawer. So I actually am putting together a best practices tip sheet of how do you remember what's in the veggie drawer, and things like that. So all there, it's going to be there for everybody in the tips for food storage. So that will is going to be the next one that will have probably the most in with it. And then there's the food journal. And I will tell you the food journal, if you end up working with me, I'm looking at how I can just create the food journal to give to people as a free gift for working with me, because it's going to be pretty instrumental in the work we do. But if you don't want to work with me, the food journal is going to be available to purchase. And it's not a full out journal. Really what it is a template. And I it's a walkthrough of how to use a journal and write things out daily, or if you're on your laptop more and you like to just type things in, or you're on your phone and you're keeping notes in your phone, um, different ways. It's really is a setup on how to think about the food you're eating and your reactions and your emotional side that gets tied into the food. So, which the food itself could be providing those kinds of responses. So it's really more of a template. I'm hoping to eventually get to work with somebody who, together we can create this journal and make it phenomenal and make it available worldwide. And it's an actual notebook, but we're not there yet. So this is the first step. The first step is the template of what I did when I created my journal. And then the last one is going to be that that's available will be your customer service red flags. It's not just like, oh my gosh, they said this, run, hide. It's going to be what questions do we ask as consumers to get better responses out of the customer service team, because they're not going to be forthcoming with information. So there's going to be three basic things that are going into this guide is what questions you should ask customer service, what responses you should be getting from customer service, and then what responses you hear that tell you not to take the risk, don't buy the food. And this is coming from a decade, at least a decade's worth of experience. So that's where all of this is coming from. This is the starter kit, which will eventually be available to buy as a full bundle. From other fun things that I'm planning is I am planning out the next stages of a cookbook. So it'll be its own bundle. We'll have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert. And then that will be its own bundle as well. So this is just kind of like a setup starter for me of how do we get there. I am looking at doing the alcoholics bundle as well. So we can talk about wine, beer, hard liquor, and spirits, but also the non-alcoholic drinks, as well as the mock cocktails. I want to talk about those as well, because all of those also have like hidden sugars and hidden salts, and how do you really keep yourself safe without, risking more illness to you. So there's a variety of things. I've got so many things, like I've got like pages upon pages of ideas that are coming out. It's just once they're down, I'm dividing out what they should come out, and when I have time to write them all out, because all of this I've got to take the time to write. So let me stop my share. Oh, if you are curious and if you want to see more information, because I've talked about the newsletter, go to Linktree / Amy Graves, or click on the link in the chat if you're on Facebook and LinkedIn. It's going to take you to, let me share the screen. Stop the share and we'll share a different screen. Here we go. It's going to take you to this screen. So if you sign up for the newsletter through Linktree, this will actually sign you up for all the important information that's coming up. So you will find out when all that stuff launches, but then you also get the discount. I I know it's hard to sign up for newsletters, and I like to reward people who do sign up. So if you are on the newsletter list, your price point for any downloadables is $5. If you buy a bundle, it's going to be 15 versus the $8 and $30 for not being on the newsletter list, right? So I don't do this on a regular basis. You don't get multiple emails from me in a week. It's like my goal is once a month. During the holiday seasons, like probably right around the week before Thanksgiving through Christmas, you might get one once a week. But once we head into January, you're probably just going to get one email that states everything in it, like when you can find me, what's the next, what's on your table coming up, and all that fun stuff. So let's stop that share. Um, Again, it's just I want to reward you if you are patient enough and want to stay informed with what's going on at the company, with the book, where I'm at. I want to reward you. So you're going to get discounts off of products. You might even get special offers for coaching. So I'm not going to really put that out there throughout, like, hey, if you want to work with me, and go to LinkedIn and blah blah blah. No, it'll come through my newsletters if there's going to be any discounts on coaching or special offers, but I won't just offer those to the general public. So there are benefits if you're willing to let me sit in your mailbox on occasion. So there you go. That's what's going on. That's we're building towards that full out launch. One of the things I'll be launching closer as well is a gift card. So I'm coming up with a gift card price point package where 3 sessions is X amount of money. Something on the small side, I'm even thinking 3 one-hour sessions for $99. You can buy it in a gift card, and then you can use it whenever you want. You're not obligated to buy the time or schedule right away with me. You can if you want. You will get a calendar link with it, but you are more than welcome to buy it and give it to someone else as a gift. You're like, oh, hey, I know this person who needs this. Here's a gift card. And they can just come and talk with you 3 hours, and it'll be 3 separate sessions, and 99 bucks. So that's what I'm thinking of. We'll see how that goes. It might be 45-minute sessions for 99, depending on how things are looking on my calendar, but that's where we're going. So there's lots of things coming up. This is just that first sneak peek on these things that are going to be easy and accessible for you to quickly start getting information if you don't have the time to work with someone yet, right? And you want to do the work on your own. Those starter bundles are a great place to start. And join in the seminars. No, the webinar series will also be a fee, and it's because there's going to be a lot of effort on my end that has to go in, a lot of knowledge, and it's going to be a different one every month. So again, it's going to be more information. I want to make sure I have research too for people, like when it comes to perimenopause and menopause, and well, chronic pain. I have all that already. Chronic pain research, that was even in the book, so we've got that. So it's going to be one of those situations. So it's going to be $10 fee for the webinar. That is something else I'm looking at. Do I create a webinars package where you can buy all 11 for a reduced rate? I could do that for you as well. So that might be the other thing that launches around, is the other gift card is for the webinar series. Okay. So with that, if you have questions, let me know. Go to my Linktree if you want to sign up, learn more about the book, find my product store. If you go to thehiddenconsumer.com/home, the store is right up there. I will be connecting the store to my website if I haven't done it already. There's been a lot happening. Got to look into that. And then all the good stuff. So let me know if you have questions. Drop me a message, make a comment. Making a comment on these videos actually helps the algorithms and helps me find more people for outreach. So if you don't want to work with me, you're not interested in working with me, but you want to help promote me, leave a message. What was one amazing thing that you pulled out, or what's one exciting thing you think that no one else has done that you're excited that I'm offering? Make it fun. I don't, "Hey, Amy, nice seeing you. Nice to see the projection you're on," whatever, the trajectory you're on. I don't care. Just make a comment. I appreciate it. So have a great day, everyone. Hope you have an amazing weekend, and I will chat with you